Hi guys, this is Dave Schoolcraft Customs. Today we're working on instruments. And if you remember in my last video, I showed how cool these come out. And so what I'm doing this time is I have this clear epoxy that's designed for deep pours. So it clears, instead of having a tint to it like resins and stuff typically do, this will actually cure completely clear, which will give us kind of a lens look on this project today. So the other thing is, when you look through these, this isn't transparent. In fact, it's full of bubbles because I've been stirring it for about a minute or 2 minutes, and we don't want that. So when we pour it in the little gauges I'm making from scratch, by the way, 3D printed and all that, we'll follow up with a heat gun, which will pop the remainder of the bubbles and make everything cure nice. Okay, so right now, as far as I know, everything is mixed nice and good. That being said, I'm going to pour it into a second cup, which ensures that the odds are I don't... What you're seeing is dust on the outside, it's not on the inside. So I pour it in this cup after I've mixed it. And what that does is help ensure that I don't have any unmixed goodies in the cup. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. And then I'm going to need this to kind of ensure that things go as planned. So let's get some better views here. So let me get this up close and personal, and so you can kind of see what we got going on. So that should be pretty nice, I think. Let's go a little bit higher. Okay, so here we go. The epoxy is in there, and we're going to try to dribble it in a way that I don't overstep it. So this little cup right here, this little thing I got is to prevent me dripping onto the 3D print. So right now what I'm doing, and I estimated, I don't even know how accurate this is going to be pour-wise. Actually, that's pretty stinking accurate. Nice. Shaking like a leaf. I haven't ate it for the entire day. Probably be nice if this was actually level. It's my wife playing fetch with the dog. The ball keeps getting thrown against the wall. Ooh, almost screwed up there. Looks like I mixed actually a pretty decent measurement. Okay, I'll let that cure. Now, when you're looking at it, see how hazy that looks? That is because it is got air bubbles. So let me be right back. course, I need to turn on this so it get loud. Okay, so the compressor was running like crazy and super noisy, so I had to pause it. So let's get back to the action here. Again, what you're looking at, bunch of haze, bubbles trying to move to the surface. Not happening right away, so let's give her a little blast. And what I don't want to do is blow this heat in there so hard that it makes the bubbles, makes everything, overflow. Having a hell of a time getting these to pop this time around. Let it sit a second. You also have to be kind of careful because, I'm heating 3D printed parts. Okay, you can see substantial difference there. I'm going to let it sit for a second. Okay, so one thing to consider is when you have a shop like mine where I'm working in a environment that's just a standard garage, I don't have 50 amp fuses and things. Fuses blow really fast when you're using things like heat guns, heating elements, heaters. So one of the things I had to do is wait till the compressor turned off so that I wouldn't overload the circuit and have my job get interrupted by a power outage. So now you can see a substantial difference. It looks great. So these instruments are coming out amazing. Right now I am going to shut off this circuit here because I don't need to be kicking out dust. So anyway, see, it looks great. Super nice. Totally how I'm going to make these. I'm going to start selling these to other builders. I condensed down the size of the smoke machine today. And so I came up with that solution. This is 6 volts is what it takes to power this up. This switch will be replaced with a remote control, and this will be powered up by the remote control's connection. So basically what you're going to see is an exhaust like that. So there you go, another happy day. Weather's been really bad, didn't get to paint today. I've just been doing touch-ups, and of course this. It's gonna be great.